Beyond 30 days on the carnivore diet. Alright, in today's video, I kind of want to break down how my first 30 days of carnivore went and what I plan on doing beyond the 30 days. So this is going to be more of me just talking about my experiences and what I've gained out of eating clean, sugar-free, carb-free for over 30 days now, which to me is kind of crazy. I'm 47 years old and I've done many different fad diets, lifestyle diets. I've done everything from low carb, macro counting, to vegan, to vegetarian, to you name it, I've tried it. I've never went full carnivore. Now I've tried keto and all the other stuff, but I've never went full carnivore. Oh, I almost forgot. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and drop me some comments down below of what information you would like to hear about the carnivore diet experience that I'm having. Let's get back to it. And I can tell you that it's changed my whole outlook on food. It's changed how I think about meat, and it's changed the way I live to this day. Now, will I keep this lifestyle on forever is the big question. Now, what I think is going to happen is as I use this, a lot of people use this as an elimination diet because they have something wrong with them, Crohn's disease or GI issues or diabetes, and they're trying to reverse or minimize the amount of medicine they take. But for me, I was doing it for weight loss and to basically clean my diet from sugar. I'm a sugar addict, sugarholic, or whatever you want to call it. Me, I have spent so much time and energy battling sugar addiction while dieting and doing all these things. And during COVID was one of the craziest times of my life. I was laid off at the beginning of COVID back in April of 2020. I put on about 30 pounds from then till the end of 2022. And man, I can say I felt horrible. I dropped 21 pounds since the beginning of this year, 2023. And we're in the February 6th. We're on the 6th day of February. And I've lost 21 pounds. I broke the 180 mark. Okay, this is big for me. I've always, since as far back as I can remember, I would get up to 200 and I would break down all the way into like the 80s, but I would never break past 182 pounds. That was like my all-time record. I am at 179 today, which is like blowing my mind, right? But what I plan on doing now is I have this next 30-day venture, the month of February, probably the month of March, maybe on and on and on. I add dumbbells. I'm going to work from home. I got dumbbells. I got a bench. I do push-ups. I do about 80 to 100 push-ups a day. And I'm just trying to put on some muscle at this point. Because I imagine the more muscle I put on, the more fat I'll burn even more. Now, my belly has dropped. My pants have dropped 2 pant sizes. Okay, I was about to break into a size 38 pants. And now I have 36s that are falling off of me. Okay, now I hope to get to, my goal weight was 170 pounds. And I hope to get to that by the end of February. That'll put me at 30 pounds lost in the first 2 months of 2023. And from there, I want to sustain that weight. I want to put on muscle weight. And then I want to figure out how I'm going to eat throughout the remainder of the year. Now, when I tell people I've ate 0 grams of sugar and 0 grams of carbs, they find it hard to believe. But I have to tell them, all I eat is meat, eggs, butter, and salt. And I just recently started adding pepper. Okay? Now, that's all I eat. There is no carbs. There is no sugar. Okay. Now, one of the things that I figured out when I first started this diet was I got to read the packaging for everything. That includes bacon, right? You wouldn't think bacon has sugar in it, but you got to pay attention to what kind of bacon you're buying because bacon has sugar in it. So that's one thing that I did while venturing into this lifestyle, and it's been really, really fun and impactful. Now, another thing I've started doing is I started taking these pills. Are called NCT. It's with a company that I've been using for a while for supplementation, and it's nootropic cognitive technology. I'll drop a link down below for people that are interested in that. But this is just something used for weight management, and it's really helped me break the cravings for coffee. Okay, black coffee I've been drinking on and off on this diet. Now, I was an obsessive coffee drinker before starting this diet. Now, when I wake up in the mornings, I'm energized. I typically only eat once or twice a day. Okay, like yesterday I ate one time. I ate a big meal, a big ribeye. Now, today I ate eggs and sausage. Okay, sausage is another one. You gotta be very careful when you eat sausage because they got sugar in them. Okay, so you gotta make sure you're getting the right components, the right things to eat. And the best way to do this is to go look for a local butcher, a local farmer that does the butchering, and you can kind of get what you want. Okay, sage is a great flavoring for sausage. Okay, so just pay attention to these kind of things. Now, bacon grease, butter, beef tallow, these are what I cook with. Beef tallow and bacon grease have been my main things that I've cooked with. Okay, so when I cook eggs, I tend to use bacon grease. Okay, I tend to use bacon grease when I cook eggs, and this has all been new to me. Okay, but one thing I would like to do is, as the weeks go by and the weeks progress, I like to start introducing some foods that I would like to eat every once in a while. Like some fruit. Man, I miss fruit. I like fruit. It's juicy, it's sweet. Now, how will that affect my body? I don't think it'll affect me very much as long as I eat the fruit before I go take a walk or eat the fruit before I work out. So I burn that sugar off before it actually tries to settle inside my body. So these are the type of things I'm going to start exploring with. I like to try some onions. Add some onions, because onions with my steak would be freaking phenomenal. Maybe some fresh mushrooms, things like this, where I can add a little bit of a substance that's different so I can sustain this into the long term. Now, I know people are like, carnivore is only meat. Look, I don't care what people say. This is my lifestyle that I'm trying to change, and I'm trying to be as transparent as possible for the person listening, saying, hey, if Zeb can do this, so can I. If this 47-year-old dad that's had a sugar addiction, that would sit down and eat a 3-pound bag of gummies in 2 days, that would sit down and eat a 3-pound bag of Twizzlers in 3 days. I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is life-changing. I have zero cravings. I wouldn't say zero. My cravings have dropped down to almost nothing. Every once in a while when I go to like the grocery store and I see a bunch of candy or junk food, or I drive past a Dairy Queen, I do get a little bit of cravings going. But they'll go by. They go by pretty quick. And when I get home, I'm not hungry. Okay? I'm like right now, I'm not hungry. I ate at 1 o'clock. It's 3:30 right now. And I'm not hungry. I probably won't be hungry until tomorrow morning. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to use intermittent fasting as well. So I like to intermittent fast. I like to wait until 12 to 3 o'clock to eat. Okay, anywhere in that time frame, I like to start eating. And once I start eating, I like to give myself a 6-hour window. Okay, a 6-hour window. And what that does is it puts me in an 18-hour fast every day and a 16-hour eating window, okay? Or a 6-hour eating window. So 18-6. That's my intermittent fasting lifestyle that I'm currently on. Now, sometimes I fast for 24 hours before I get hungry. I don't eat I don't eat because of the time. I eat because I get hungry. Now, sometimes I'll break my fast early because sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'm just hungry. Maybe I ate at 12 o'clock the day before and I didn't eat again. And it's like 9:30 and I'm just hungry. I eat. Okay. The cool thing about the carnivore diet or the all meat diet is you can eat when you want and you eat until you're full. Okay, if I cut up a 20 ounce ribeye, I don't have to sit down and eat that whole ribeye. I eat it until I get full, and then I put the rest in the refrigerator and I'll eat it later or the next day. Okay, and one thing I found that really I have added a lot of in my diet is eggs. Luckily, I have a friend that gives me farm fresh eggs every day or once a week, and I can eat as many eggs as I want. Now, believe it or not, I do eat about 3 eggs a day. 3 eggs a day. That's 21 eggs a week that I'm consuming. Okay. And that does not bother me, not one bit. Now, I do plan on getting blood work done at the end of this month. At the end of this month, I'd set up a doctor's appointment and I'm going to get my blood work. That'll be about 60 days into this. And I'm interested to see what my cholesterol is, what my triglycerides is, what my all them different levels like that, what they all are, right? Because what my blood pressure is, all that stuff. I'd like to see what that is so I can tell if this is going to be something I can stretch into the future. Now, people say, hey Zeb, but don't you have like heart issues or something like that? Yeah, I used to have a heart issue. Okay, I used to have what's called SVT, and I had an ablation done in my heart that fixed that. But I still have to watch myself. Okay, and I was under the assumption that I couldn't eat red meat. I was under the assumption I couldn't eat red meat. Isn't that crazy that you get to the point in life where you think you can't eat red meat because of everybody talking on the TV? But then when you go to the American Heart Association, they tell you there's no ties to heart disease and saturated fat. And this is what screws me up. It's like everything I've been told, eat vegetables, eat healthy, eat all this stuff, right? But then when I look outside, everybody's fat, miserable, sick. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. I'm going to eat all meat. I'm going to eat all meat. That's what got me into thinking about this, right? I'm going to eat all meat. And I can't say that I haven't felt better since I've been in my 20s. I wake up refreshed. I don't get tired throughout the day. I have energy. My elbow, I used to have pains in my elbow right here, right? On both my elbows. And it's gone. Inflammation is like zilch. Okay, so if you're experiencing like pains from inflammation and things like that, try this out. Now, I can't tell you that this is going to do anything for you, but you owe it to yourself to try something like this for 30 days to see what it does for your health. I've read so many stories where people reverse type 2 diabetes. People have almost no pain from rheumatoid arthritis. GI issues are gone. All kinds of crazy stuff from eating meat. Now, this is the ultimate elimination diet, okay? This is the ultimate elimination diet. So I urge everybody, that's watching this, that might be following me, to try it. Try it for 30 days. Just go buy some ribeyes and just eat ribeyes for 30 days. That's my favorite steak on this because you got to eat a lot of fat. So you got to get the fat content. And, if you can find some grass-fed burger that's 70-30, at least 80-20, you can eat burger. Okay, that's a good breakup is just eating burger, eggs, ribeyes. I do eat some, if I can find some fatty chuck eye steak. That's a good alternative to ribeye, about half the price. You can look for fatty New York strips. Sometimes you can find New York strips with a lot of fat in it, Delmonicos, which are same thing as pretty much ribeyes. Now, all those type of meats are really heavy in fat, and you got to eat a lot of fat. Okay, I'm talking about cook a ribeye, then put 2 slices of butter on it, and I'm talking like cook your eggs, put some butter on it. Butter is your friend. I mean, I suggest butter. You can get salted butter, grass-fed butter. A lot of people are hung up on this grass-fed beef. You don't have to do grass-fed beef. You know, right now beef's so expensive. If it's best if you can find a local butcher shop that does their own cuts of beef, and you can get pretty good deals there, and you know where it's coming from, you know it's fresh, and you know that you're getting the right kind of meat, and it's not coming from some craziness, or maybe not even from the United States if you're getting it at Walmart or your local grocery store. Okay, so I would explore those kind of things and try this diet. Now, chicken, I do eat chicken periodically. I'll eat chicken wings. You got to eat the skin. Okay, this is what blows your mind, right? I have a whole freezer full of skinless chicken breasts, but I don't eat them because ever since I got on this diet, I need the fat content. So I've been eating chicken legs, chicken thighs, chicken wings, and I cook it all in the air fryer. Okay, go get an air fryer, and it's going to save your life. You can throw a steak in there and cook it in 10 minutes. You could throw some chicken wings and get them cooked up in like 20 minutes. Guys, this thing has changed the way I live. And I plan on doing some more videos of maybe some short form videos of me cooking and some tips and tricks and all that stuff as I get going along here. But this is all new to me, man. I'm so used to talking about making money online and things like this. Talking about health is different for me. So with that being said, hopefully I didn't ramble on too much, and you got to listen. You got to listen to part of my journey and part of my story, and it kind of pushed you into the interest and maybe to go down that rabbit hole and go listen to some of the doctors. I'll post them down in the comments, and doctors like Kim Berry, he does live Q&As on his YouTube and Facebook every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you can jump on one of those and just ask questions live to a doctor, you know, there's a lot of doctors out there. Just search them, Carnivore, and go to Carnivore doctors benefits, you know, on YouTube, and you're going to find a slew of information. Slew of it. It's like outrageously a huge rabbit hole which you can dive down to, and you're going to see some really interesting things if you begin this journey with yourself. Okay? All right, guys. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.